1, 2, 3. Woo!
Welcome to Team Rubicon's 2023 Celebration of Impact Livestream. I can't believe it's 2023 and that another year has gone by. Over 28,000 individuals served domestically and internationally across more than 200 communities, and so much more impact that we're going to dive in with you.
Your trust in Team Rubicon, your support of everything we've done, it's not something we take lightly. You choose to stick with Team Rubicon year over year, and this year in particular, amidst economic ups and downs and chaos all across the world. You stayed. You joined Team Rubicon. You joined us on the front lines. You ensured that we could help communities in need.
On Saturday, the state of Tennessee suffered devastating damages from 7 confirmed tornadoes that touched down across mostly the mid-state. This has fallen out of the news cycle, but gray shirts have been on the ground within hours of those tornadoes hitting. We have 30 gray shirts on the ground right now that are doing chainsaw operations. They're doing roof tarping and debris removal in the town of Clarksville, Tennessee, which is in Montgomery County. And I will let you know that the state of Tennessee is very grateful for everything that our gray shirts are doing and everything that you guys are doing in supporting our mission.
It's been a crazy year for weather in California. Usually when you talk about severe weather in California, it's droughts and wildfires. This year we had unprecedented rainfall early in the year from the atmospheric river events that brought on catastrophic flooding and landslides to drought-stricken areas, crippling blizzards with record-setting snowfall to mountain communities. We even had 2 tornadoes and a tropical storm that made landfall in Southern California. Particularly on the ground in that tropical storm response. It was just an apocalyptic scene of just mud and debris, tossed cars, damaged homes. It was mostly retired people living there, worked their whole lives to get to where they were. So the residents just felt hopeless and didn't even know where to start. They felt abandoned and forgotten because it quickly dropped out of the news cycle. But we were able to get out there. We provided them with that hope and helped them make that first big step towards recovery.
In early August, Hurricane Dora passed to the south of the Hawaiian Islands, causing heavy winds, power outages, and a series of wildfires to break out. And it was declared the worst natural disaster in the state's history. Ultimately, we decided that initial response would only be local gray shirts that live on Maui, and we wouldn't put any additional strain on the community or take away from those that were displaced from the fire. So that initial mission was wraparound logistical support. We did donation management, crowd management, traffic control, and spontaneous volunteer management.
Following the initial response, we continued emphasizing local collaboration and cultural awareness. There wasn't a need for our capabilities at that time in Lahaina. We were asked to support the upcountry area of Maui that was also severely impacted. We collaborated with the Kula Community Watershed Alliance to leverage our core capabilities in support of mitigating those future threats, as well as supporting recovery. Our teams conducted Sawyer operations, clearing wind and fire damaged trees and invasive species, adding to ongoing fire hazard. We then chipped that woody debris so that the Alliance and other community volunteers could use it in soil stabilization projects.
Hurricane Idalia was a Category 4 destructive hurricane. It hit the Big Bend area of Florida, and that's also what we call the Forgotten Coast in that area because it's a very rural area away from the more populated and well-known tourist spots. There were significant damage to homes, thousands of homes, record-breaking storm surge. Thanks to our partners, we were able to pre-position route clearance teams and help assist law enforcement and EMS organizations so that they could get their vehicles through for emergencies. And from the State Emergency Operations Center, I was able to work with our partners on the state and local levels with getting our gray shirts billeting and getting things set up so that we could have our responders ready to go as soon as they hit the ground.
We've been professionalizing the international branch with the implementation of the training and selection course, which ensures that we have the right people deploying and representing TR in the international space. We are a World Health Organization verified Type 1 mobile emergency medical team. So, Cyclone Freddy hitting Malawi is what we call a low attention disaster. It was not in the news for very long. Many people didn't even realize Malawi where it is on the map. Thanks to pre-existing relationships, we were talking to people on the ground as the cyclone was hitting, and it was pretty immediately clear that there was a need. That's when we received the request for assistance from the MOH through the WHO, and we responded with 2 waves of gray shirts. We set up mobile clinics, some of which our teams did in fact have to hike into, and we also sent a wash team. We were able to provide water testing, water filtration devices, and wash education. Between patients and individuals who benefited from wash services, we served 5,444 people. So the earthquake that hit Morocco hit on a Friday, and we had an assessment team there by Sunday. We were one of the first organizations on the ground that didn't already have a presence in the area. This was a very complex response because Morocco is not an area that has a ton of disasters, so they don't routinely ask for international assistance. So processes to do such were not in place. Team Rubicon was really leading the pack when it came to navigating that process and even helping them with that process in general. And then we were able to take that process to other organizations and help them navigate through the process as well.
One of the sayings that pops into my head a lot is a saying that our former CEO and current board chairman, Mr. Jake Wood, used to say often in reference to Team Rubicon's work and how we achieve impact. And that saying is, maybe you've heard it, there are a million things more important than money, but they all cost money. I don't think anyone understands this better than Team Rubicon's corporate partners. We call them our strategic partners. Some of them have already been mentioned throughout this live stream, and they are the reason we can serve communities the way we can. 2 of our corporate partners stepped up this year to help us maximize our fundraising efforts on Veterans Day and Giving Tuesday. For Veterans Day, we partnered with GAF, and on Giving Tuesday, we partnered with J.M. Huber Corporation.
So GAF and Team Rubicon have been partnered together since 2017. It was after Hurricane Maria devastated the island of Puerto Rico, where we first came together on a re-roof and a rebuild project, where GAF was providing all of the material to the fantastic TR team that was on the ground, helping some of those families get back into their homes with more sustainable roofs that would enable them to weather the next storm in Puerto Rico.
J.M. Huber Corporation, through our global community engagement program known as Huber Helps, was looking for a disaster relief partner who could help us impact communities in a positive way around the globe using volunteer-led efforts that involved veterans. Team Rubicon was the perfect partner for us, and we're thrilled to continue our relationship on an annual basis because what we see is that the Team Rubicon organization and the gray shirts make a positive impact in every community that needs them all around the world, and we're proud to be an ongoing partner of Team Rubicon.
I don't think you'll get any complaints regarding anybody from Team Rubicon. Not for the way they were working the way they did and stuff like this here.
Beautiful, beautiful people.
Yeah.
Words just can't express how they made me feel, because when I walked in and opened that door, man, it was just amazing. Just amazing. And I thank God for Team Rubicon.
Y'all came and y'all have saved the day, not once, but now twice, because now I have my own home for the first time.
The largeness of their heart just helping out is just amazing. And isn't that the American way, I don't know, we get caught up into a lot of things, but you hope everybody has a big heart like that.
And all of a sudden, he says, we're Team Rubicon, we're here to help you. And I'd be like, oh, I couldn't believe it. I was just floored. I mean, I was absolutely floored. We just want to thank everyone for donating. You're making prayers be answers, okay? You're making dreams come true.
Me, hope, inspiration, drive, energy, and the willingness to go on. Thank you, Team Rubicon.
So there you have it. You've heard from gray shirts from across the country. You've seen statistics and you've seen outputs and impact that you and our gray shirts have made possible. I hope you can turn around again and look at 2023 and enjoy our incredible accomplishments. Happy holidays.